Bitcoin has finally taken the plunge, dropping out of that range that I've been talking about for quite a while on this channel now. And you guys will know that I was basically bullish until we drop this level. And even if that happens, I was still very clear about the fact that I had no intentions of shorting this move if we did get it. I'm totally okay missing it. You don't have to catch every single move. And now I still don't think the charts are in too bad of shape. And that's why I'm not really confident enough to short right now. Just because we did have this structure back here. And I was also pretty clear about the fact that, yes, I believe that if we drop this purple line, I think there's a good chance we drop down to my further purple line, getting down near 20.2K, maybe even all the way down to 20K even. Just to kind of test the support of this previous range here. But I just don't think things are in too bad of shape. Just the fact that we did have this little bit of consolidation on the way up. So we do at least have this structure in the chart that we are still on top of this level. And this whole range could be seen as support technically. Seeing that resistance flip into support, even all the way down to the support of that range. I mean, we're going to have to see what happens. Like I said, I'm just personally not willing to short because I think we're in a much bigger uptrend than a lot of people are thinking. And I think this is just a healthy correction. I mean, yes, obviously there is the chance that we retest these lows down here. I just don't know how probable that is at this point yet. You guys can probably see this yellow box I have here would just be the old resistance of this range, which would hopefully flip into support. But like I said, I don't know. I just think that this purple line was such a strong level that I think it makes a lot of sense we test a little lower in that range, but we're gonna have to see what happens there. Obviously with Bitcoin taking this plunge, altcoins are getting absolutely devastated, especially some of those micro caps that I was talking about, like this BDP here. I am actually just starting now to reaccumulate some of my position. I was talking in my previous video that I had taken some profits on the way up. Now I'm just kind of looking for reasons to be bullish on this again, just because this coin has had so much momentum. I mean, it's no surprise that it's taking a harsh correction after you pump, 16x, 17x, something like that in about a week's time. I mean, a correction is more than normal in that kind of a case. And, a lot of times you need to retest some indicators, or you just need time even for the indicators to catch up to the price. And when we look at a larger time frame like the daily here, where we got these signals coming into play, we still have this support that's quite a ways down yet. So, I mean, after such an explosive move to the upside, yeah, you're going to see some blood in the streets with this kind of a correction. So, even though I'm not too worried about this coin right now, like I said, I'm interested in having a position still. But it did pull back. I mean, right now we're down about 60% from all-time highs just a couple days ago, having wicked down all the way towards 68, 69%. Nice. Yeah, I'm just kind of looking for reasons now to stay bullish on this. I mean, obviously it's going to mainly depend on what Bitcoin does. But if I was looking at this, let's just pretend this wasn't a 1600 or 1700% move to the upside. And we just ignore the numbers completely and just look at the structure. I mean, this is just basic price structure happening. You get breakouts, you get pullbacks. Let's even take a look at some Fibonacci's just out of curiosity. If I go from kind of this previous range we had consolidated at back here, go from the bottom of that, pull it to the highs. Well, what do you know? It's one of my favorite Fibonacci's right there would be the 786. That's not too bad of a sign in my opinion. A lot of times we do end up testing the 886 as well, so in that case there would still actually be quite a drop there, because again, this is a daily chart and an explosive one at that. Let's just look for some other things here. I'm going to turn off the indicator just to clean things up a little bit. Let's just look for a diagonal trend line here. See if we've broke one yet. Oh, we actually got a perfect test here. Just another reason why, that is a level that makes sense as support. And another thing would be, I guess, right here, just looking at this old resistance, the very top of this range, a perfect touch as support right there. So, I mean, maybe things aren't too bad. At this point, I do believe that, you know, we've had 1, 2, 3 perfect touch points here. I think now if we break this upward sloping green trend line, I think that we're going to see some big pullbacks. I would actually... I'd be a little concerned that, you know, this thing might be an entire bubble pop and just come right back down to flatline prices. We're going to have to see. I don't know how likely that is, just because I think there is a big hype around, especially AI projects right now. I don't know if this one, I don't know anything about fundamentals. I don't follow fundamentals. So for all I know, this thing's collapsed. I don't know. But what I am looking at is about 3 reasons right here with this upward sloping trend line, this resist support flip, as well as the 786 fib. I am seeing 3 reasons why I'm comfortable just rebuying back some of my position at these levels. So yeah, gonna hope for the best there, but I've been very clear about this on my previous videos, you guys, when I'm talking about these coins, these micro caps that are under 10 million, some of them even under 1 million that I've been looking at. I am looking at them as 100% gamble and not very large positions at all. So when I'm talking about building positions, I'm not going super heavy in these. I see them as extremely high risk, basically the penny stock of the already insanely volatile crypto market. So, I mean, take it for what it is. Do your own research, form your own opinions, and all of that, obviously. But yeah, as far as technicals go, I feel like this is just, I don't know, classic structure, and just the fact that it was so volatile. Obviously, that volatility is going to happen on the way down, too. So, yeah, again, with Bitcoin, we're going to have to see what happens. I don't know if it's going to be able to flip this resistance into support. Let's see what the indicators are saying, actually. That's another thing on the 4-hour chart here. The trend confluence has flipped bearish, so that's something to watch for. Last time it did this, it actually didn't hold up very well. That would have been back here. So where did it cross? Right about here. So really after that point, the market only did dump another few percent. So it wasn't that bad of a signal. So we're going to have to see what happens with this one. I honestly haven't, you guys know I'm usually looking at more degenerate time frames. So I usually use the 5 or the 15-minute chart with the 1-hour trend confluence. This is the 4-hour chart, and I'm not sure what the automatic trend confluence is set to, but I haven't back tested it a ton, so I don't know how reliable this is. But obviously it was, I mean, we weren't even close to it when we were above it. So I don't know, it never really did get tested on this run. The first time it did, we failed, so I don't know how accurate that's going to be. I guess we're going to find out. But yeah, definitely a few warning shots fired here. Obviously dropped an important level, but once again, I'm not going to rule out a fake out. I just think that the market is more bullish than a lot of people think. You know, this is something that I also pointed out with the indicator, is it mapped out this demand zone, and it actually has a few different boxes. You can see that there's one running here. And as well, we have this bigger box here. So there's a lot of demand in this zone, all the way from 21.1 down to 20.4, somewhere in there. And then the support I was looking at is just below that. So yeah, I think that there is going to be buyers to step in. If we drop those levels, I mean, then that's where I'm thinking we're going to be testing quite a bit lower. You can see most of the demand was much lower besides this level here. So yeah, we're going to have to see what happens. But anyways, friends, that's just a quick market update. I just really wanted to bring you a video because I'm actually going to be out of town for a few days here, so I won't be having any videos for a few days. So I just figured I'd do a quick one for you guys here, let you know what's going on. And yeah, with that, friends, obviously none of this has been financial advice. Always do your own research to form your own opinions. But if you appreciated this video, please do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. If the indicators I use interest you, there's a referral link down below for a 15% discount. And that also gets you into the private MDX Discord and the Legend board, which is actually just a fun little fantasy portfolio league that's fun and totally free, just a bonus for members that MDX Crypto puts on. But it can actually pay for itself and then some if you do play your cards right. So you can see right now I'm in first in the monthly and as well in the weekly. weekly currently, and that can change very quick because I have these YOLO shit coins in here, so that can reverse very quickly. I was at like 150% a couple days ago, so that can definitely flip. One other thing, I just want to thank you guys. I actually just hit 500 subscribers today, so that's super cool. So thank you for being a part of this journey with me. And with that, I'm out. Stay safe, my friends. Peace.